Good morning, Dwayne here, Tack Bible Talk. If you hear a little bit of buzzing in the background, I'm going to go ahead and leave it on and try it. I got a generator running outside and an air conditioner in here in the tack room because it's been so incredibly humid here. I'm really having trouble with the mold and the musty smell, mold on the tack and the saddles and stuff. So I think we're getting it under control. But that's why we're running that in there. So I hope it doesn't mess up the video. I just want to do a short video. I want to correct some thinking that is going on in our culture and our society today, especially among Christians. That's just not right. Okay, it's not right. And there's a little bit of thinking that is right, but now it's bled over into the side that's not right, and it's messing some of you up. All right? You see memes, you see t-shirts, and you hear in songs. I heard it in a country music song the other day. God won't make a mountain so high that I can't climb it. That is not true. That is patently false. God will not put me in a battle that I can't win. He absolutely will. Now I'm speaking to believers. I'm speaking to his children. God will not make me swim across a body of water in life that I cannot swim across. Oh, yes, he will. Not only will he does. Repeatedly. God will always put a mountain in front of you that you cannot climb. He will put you in a battle that you cannot win. He will let you cross a body of water that you will drown. Why does he do that? Because it ain't about you. I've said this so many times. It ain't about you. It's not about your strength. And we get so proud of our strength and our ability. And we say, I can do this. I know Jesus is going to help me. But we throw that Jesus is going to help me on the end of it as an afterthought. But the main thought is still, I can do this. I'm going to do this. But if you're seriously going to serve God and you start getting that idea, he will put you in a position every time that you can't do it. You will wind up in a fight every time you cannot win. You will wind up in a situation where you are completely hopeless. And the only way you're going to get out of that situation is if you humbly fall on your face before God and you say, God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm not asking for you to give me that little extra push, that little extra strength, just a little more stamina so I can punch through this. So we can stand on the other side with our arms uplifted, say, yay, I did it. Jesus helped me. He helped me, but I did it. No, there comes a time where you have to say, I was dead. I was done. I was shot. Shot as in wore out. I had nothing left. I had nowhere to go, and there was no end in sight. And so I cried out in my helplessness. Like David said, he picked me up out of a miry pit and set my feet upon a rock because I couldn't do it. When God brought Israel out of Egypt, they came to the Red Sea. And then they're like, what do we do now? The armies of Egypt is behind us. The Red Sea is in front of us. And we're going to die. Now, we left Egypt all triumphant and all victorious and all, yay. But we're here now, we're going to die. And there's absolutely, positively nothing that we could do. God said, okay, Moses, roll back the waters. There was times in the Old Testament when huge armies were coming. There was an army coming to Israel, and they were coming to defeat Israel and to wipe them out, and there was no way Israel was going to win this. And so they repented, they cleaned up, they dropped to their knees, and they prayed and said, God, we're helpless. We can't do this. God said, okay, I want you to dig a bunch of ditches. Dig a bunch of ditches. So they dug ditches, and he filled the ditches up with water, and when the army came in, the light was reflecting off the ditches of water, and it looked like that entire valley was running with blood. And they left. Look at the story of Gideon. All right, look in the New Testament. Look at the life of Paul. Look at the life of the apostles. Look, time after time after time, God put them in positions where the only thing they could do is say, God, you have to do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not a case of I can do this. Jesus, help me. Give me just a little push. Give me a little bit of tailwind and help me through, and I'll get through this. Sometimes that's the case. But if you're going to do big things for God, God says, no. I want you to realize that in the end, ultimately, I do it all. And you can't do it. Be still, he said, and know that I am God. Some of you are in a place in your life right now, and you have tried. And there's nothing wrong with trying. And you've given yourself this mantra, God will not put me in a battle that I can't win. And you haven't won. And now you're starting to suspect you're not going to win. And you're losing your faith. What are you losing faith in? You're losing faith in yourself, which is what you're supposed to do. You're losing faith that God is going to step in and give you what you need for you to win that battle, so you can get the feeling of victory and get the pride and get the glory from it. And you're not going to get victory. Some of you pastors, and I'm speaking from experience, you're in a situation and you're in a battle, and you've spent hours on your knees weeping, and you have sought for counsel, and you've sought for victory, like, God, help me win this. And you're not going to win. You're not going to win. And if you don't figure out that now, it's going to be too late. And the loss is going to be complete destruction. Well, Dwayne, what do? Quit fighting. Quit fighting. In these type of battles, in Christianity, in the ministry, in your life, these spiritual battles, sometimes you got to quit fighting. And you got to fall on your face before God, and you got to say, God, I can't. I know you want victory in this area, but I can't do it. I can't do it. Now, it's been a long time, Lord, since I saw a great victory won by you, and I'd really like to see one now. And God, if you don't do a great victory in this, there's not going to be a victory. If you're not going to pay this huge bill, it's not going to get paid. If you're not going to change this person's heart, it's not going to get changed. If you're not going to save this marriage, it's not going to get saved. If you're not going to fix this situation that I have tried to fix and I cannot, then it's not going to be fixed, because it's a mountain I can't climb. I have found myself in a battle that I cannot win. And God says, finally. Listen, I'm going to leave you with this last thought. Simple little video today. Those of us who are actually true believers, not religious puppets, but true, simple believers, children of God, we had to come to realize that it was faith in the finished work of Jesus Christ and not in anything that we could do to get saved. And those of us who know that we are once saved, always saved, there, I throw that bone to you. Clutch the pearls. Yes. I was born again. The day I was born again, it was eternal. My soul was saved eternally from that moment. And I realized that just as the only way I could get saved was to believe in what he did that I could not do, my assurance in my eternal salvation is the fact that I have complete faith in him keeping me safe. Because if I could lose my salvation, I would. And so would you. All the rest of our Christian life is the same way. We have to trust that God will do what we cannot do. God will not help you save yourself. In the instance of salvation, you're like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be good, and I'm going to keep the law, and I'm going to get baptized, and then God will do his part. God is going to help me save myself. No, he's not. He absolutely is not. You're going straight to hell when you die, if that is your thinking. And only when you fall down on your face before God and you say, God, I cannot do it. You have put a mountain in front of me that I cannot climb. You have put a payment in front of me that I cannot pay. And so I have to let go, and I have to completely trust you. I have to have complete faith in you that you said if I trusted you, you'd pay it. All of it, the whole thing. All sin that I have committed and all sin that I will commit are now paid in this one instant. I can't help you do it, and you will not help me do it. Either you do it or it doesn't get done. That doesn't change at salvation. That's not a one-time thing and it changes. The rest of your Christian life is that situation. God, how do I get through this battle? You say, God, you have to do it. I can't do it. But I know you want this done. I know you want this done. And so I want you to make this change in my life. God says to the believer, he says, look, you're having this battle with this thing in your life. And you're trying to fix it. You're trying to get over this addiction. You're trying to get over this sin in your life that you don't have victory over. And you keep praying to me, God, help me quit this. Give me the strength to quit this. No. Because then you're going to brag, I've been sober for 14 years. I quit it. Jesus helped me. He helped me. But I licked it. I quit whatever it was. I quit porn. I quit alcohol. I quit cussing. I quit swearing. I quit whatever it was. I quit it. Thank Jesus for helping me quit it. But what is left unsaid is, but I quit it. God says, no. But when you come and you fall down and you say, Father, I am your child. I am your child. I am your child because I trusted you to do what I could not do. And I am still in this flesh. I'm born again and I'm saved. My soul is yours, but I'm still in this rotten flesh and I cannot get victory. Now I know that you don't want me to do this thing. And I have tried to quit this thing, whatever your thing is. So I'm done fighting this battle I can't find. I'm finished trying to climb this mountain I cannot climb. But I do want the victory from it. So God, will you give me victory? God, please give me victory. Please take this out of my life. Please win this battle of my flesh for me. Now, human illustration, you've got a problem with fighting, okay? And you walk into a bar, and you walk up to a big guy at the bar drinking a beer. And you take his beer, you reach out, you take his beer, and you slide it off the floor, and you look at him. And so he turns around, and he just starts wailing on you. And you call on your best friend or your big buddy, and he comes in, and he saves you from the whipping that you deserve. All right? Now, what is expected of you is to not go in there and pick another fight. So when you ask God to give you victory in a battle that you can't win, have the respect and the decency to stop picking that fight. If God gives you victory over fleshly immorality of whatever form you're fighting, stay out of that bar and don't go back in there and pick another fight. All right? Put your social media away. If that is a weakness that's causing you trouble and that's leading you into this, put it away. All right? Don't go back into it. Anybody who wants victory over alcohol doesn't frequent the bars, always asking for coffee and water. All right? If you truly want victory, quit picking the fight. Once he steps in and wins that fight for you, stop going back in and picking that fight. Now, you need to understand that, okay? But this idea that God will not give me a mountain that I can't climb, it's untrue. And it's been causing you nothing but defeat and depression and just, God will not put me in a battle I can't win. Oh, yes, he will. Why? So that you'll learn to cry out to him. All right? Without faith, Hebrews chapter 6 says, without faith, it is impossible to please God. Faith did not end. The necessity of faith, the paramount importance of faith in your life did not end when you got saved. It was the chief ingredient of your salvation, and it is still the chief ingredient of victory in your Christian life. Okay? Now the little fights, fight. We don't want to lay around on the couch and say, Daddy, pick me up and carry me everywhere. But when you find yourself in a fight that you can't win, you cry out. You cry out to your Father. And you, in complete faith and trust, childlike faith and trust, just like when you got saved, say, Father, I can't win this fight. I can't win it. But you can. But you can. All right? Faith is everything. Before, during, and after. Okay? We'll catch you guys next time.